Alright, welcome. This is Team Winers, acronym W, aka Team Dubs. And here's our app. So, for starters, you can log in, which will save wines, which I'll get to later. Or if you just want to find a wine, you can click here, which will take you to a search functionality, of which I will also go by later. And things just flashed for some reason. Okay, back to normal. Alright, so you can log in right here. Let's click here. And here we are, email, password, submit. Password is only shows one character at a time, as seen. You can also log in Facebook down here. So kind of, stuff that we're used to in the labs. So let's go back. You can also register right here. It does catch certain errors. For instance, if you don't have an @ sign or a .com, it'll tell you that it's not a valid email address. Also, password right here. If it's shorter than 6 characters, also will prompt you with that error. You can create an account and it will be done instantly, but since I already have an account created, we're just going to go back. Actually, let's go register. Let's go here. Click on home page. So once you log in, you'll be prompted with this screen. It has a fun fact which will be switched every time you come back to the home screen, randomly generated. And then so here we have daily wines for. Alright, so from the Vine, it shows a winery, it shows a location. It is pulled from a database that is not hosted by us called Snooth, and usually there's a phone number which you can click and call on. It uses the Google Android SDK stuff to call it directly from the phone. So yeah, and then if you click and scroll across, we have our the daily wine right here. And from here you can add it to your wish list and seller, which I'll show what those are later. More information brings you to the main page about it, and you can buy the wine, which brings you to the website of which you can buy the wine naturally. So let's actually add it to our wish list. Say I wanted the wine, let's add it to the wish list. More loading screens. Sorry, I'm running on an emulator. There was no Android phones available, so there you go, added to the wish list. We'll see that in a second. So now let's go back to the home page. Cool. Alright, so let's actually check out that. So there's a new fun fact, as you can see. So let's go to My Wines. And here you can see I already have a collection of wines. This is this, if you said add to seller, yeah, you would go right here. And then if you say add to wish list, it would go right here. And see there, we just added that to wish list. Now, say we actually ended up buying it, you can click here. This brings more information about the wine. You can see similar wines too. So let's actually add it to the seller. So say we ended up buying it. And you got ratings, you got where it's from, all that good stuff. So now it's been added to our seller. So let's see that. My Wines. Or we could click the back button on the Android device itself. Here we are. So now it's actually in our wine collection. Now say, we drank the bottle of wine, we can remove it. Pretty simple. Click, and then you can click done removing. Bam. Cool. So now let's go back to the home page and look at other functionalities. So here we are. Let's go through our search functionality. This is also something that you don't have to log in to see. But we wanted to add it to if you wanted to add it to your seller or add it to your wish list, you will have to log in. So we have different colors. You can do it by pricing, you can do it by types, you can do it by multiple things all at once. So let's go with a red wine. Say we're ballin', we got hella money. Let's go price, and let's go Pinot Noir. Click search. There's also a reset button. And here we are. And if we click on any of these, it'll bring us to that same screen we have seen before. We got show next results. You can scroll up and down. Just the same screen we have seen before. Information about the wine, add to wish list, add to seller, etc., etc. Also, alright, let's take Urban Riesling, however we pronounce that. We can also directly search for that right here in the search for wines. Urban, I hope I spell it, Riesling. Oh, I guess I spelt it wrong. But yeah, if I had spelt it correctly, it would have brought us the same list of wines. We can also search by just different types. So say we just wanted a red line, I believe you can just search by that. And there we go, we got different red wines. Not just ones with red in their name. Okay, so let's go back to the home page. Alright, so there's also a map button. So this map shows you all the different wineries in your area. Grab from your Android device. We'll share its location. And you can also switch up the search. You can get directions to different wineries. You know, also pretty normal functionality that you've probably seen in many other different apps. And given the time length, I may or may not let this load. Nope, here it comes. As you can see, it knows that we're in La Jolla, also known as La Jolla. And different wineries will appear, and you can click on them. You can get information. It's, you know, all based off of Google, so you've seen that, I assume. So let's go back here, and the last functionality is our calendars. So here we got a calendar. If you click on a certain, you know, say you want to see an event for a certain day, or you got nothing to do, you can see different events based on a day. So I think I clicked on the 29th, so we got Brian Colbert's Jazz Getaway. Let's click back. Like I said, the emulator is a little bit slow. We also got Sun God here. Cool. And if there is no event on the day, it'll say no event on this day. And that's our app. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you give us an A. Gary, you're awesome. TAs, you're awesome. I really enjoyed it. And goodbye.